Hey Sagittarius, this is your first part of November 2017 relationship energy reading. You can also check your moon, rising, and even your Venus sign for additional messages. I always tell you to take with you what you understand, because another Sagittarius' energies could be picking up on these cards and they need to hear that part of the storyline in order to take those messages and connect them to their other signs. I also uploaded a video in regards to how these readings have been coming out. So if you want to go view that, it's only a few minutes just so that you can get a better understanding as to the energies and what's going on at this time, because there's a lot of messages coming through that are becoming very specific based off of the energies, and things that have been hidden in the dark, so to speak, are now coming to the light. And it's just due to the energies, working themselves out in the energies that have been put out and getting them back based off of your intentions. So let's see what comes out here for you. I also am doing a intuitive sort right now in regards to getting a grid here to get as many storylines out as I can. So I also will then close out with the romance angel cards for additional guidance. This should only take me a minute, but feel free to scroll through a bit if you would like. Sagittarius. And I will use the rest as clarifiers if need be. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius for the first part of November 2017. Sagittarius. There we go. Sagittarius. First part of November. Okay, Sagittarius. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And now your energy is out. But that also could be Leo or Aries. So what it's showing me here is that there could be something that you're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of. And it could be over wanting a reconciliation with someone, and or there is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that could have cut you out of their life. And you're feeling stuck in this daily routine. And due to the fact that this person cut you out of their life, you could be trying to gain your ambition in order to achieve success here. And there's definitely some sort of healing that needs to take place. This could also be a water energy that you were dealing with that cut you out of their life. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And what it's showing me here is that there's a lack of progression and a setback. And this could be due to wanting a reconciliation and a new beginning. And you could, in fact, be trying to take action and change towards this person. But it's indicating here that you're needing to use your common sense and good judgment in regards to this situation, because there's a conflicting energy in regards to wishes and desires, because there were some negative emotions attached to some unfortunate events with either the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this could have been involving something in regards to beliefs, something in regards to a child situation. And there was, a new beginning that this person wanted. And it had to do with, beliefs surrounding children and marriage. So Sagittarius, you may not have wanted to have children or have conflicting beliefs when it comes to marriages. And there's some healing that needs to take place now, because this is over is what it's showing me with this person. But yet you could still be focusing on trying to reconcile it. And it's causing you to further feel fenced and sick and tired of the situation because they cut you out of their life. But now you're focusing on wanting to reconcile, but due to gossip, third-party involvement, which, you know, there could have been gossip coming from this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You know, there could have been gossip about you, and it could have been gossiping to an air sign in regards to a child situation, what their wishes and desires were, but they were feeling stuck in a daily routine with you, and they took the action and change in your social standing, and it basically is showing me here that it just ended. Like, that's it. Like, communication was just over. Like, it just stopped. Because there's some negative emotions attached to some unfortunate events from the past. But what you're being spiritually guided to do here is break down your established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships, because what it's showing me here is that old beliefs or not wanting to compromise, and this could be the other person also. Like, this doesn't mean this was just you. Like, this could be the other person. You know, you could have just ended communication with this person because they didn't want the same wants as you. And there's healing that needs to take place, that there's a lack of progression over some sort of healing. And it's an internal healing within yourself, because it's almost as if you're going backwards. Like, you're going back and thinking things over, now wanting to reconcile, but it's not reconciling with this person. You could be trying to communicate with this person, and it's indicating to use your common sense and good judgment when it comes to this person that you're trying to communicate with, and or this person trying to communicate with you, and communication is not coming through. It's based off of the past and wishes and desires not being in alignment. And that's what's blocking your healing. Because what it's showing me here is that this person that was from the past is a karmic partner, a past life partnership. This person was teaching you a lesson in regards to your beliefs, and that your healing is being delayed based off of you focusing in the past. And I'm picking more or less, this is with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so this could be their energy. They're focusing in the past. You're already over and done with. They're trying to communicate with you. The communication is slim to none. There could be emotional manipulation with the contact too, like asking questions just to get their attention. But the underlying intention is to lure the person back into your life. And it's showing here that your spirit guide, your higher self, is guiding you to take action in regards to breaking down your established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships, and heal from the unfolding and understanding it on a higher level of consciousness, that this circumstance and situation is not returning based off of when you connected it was to teach a lesson, so it's ending to no return. But your focus, or this other person, could be earth or water, is focused on trying to fix what happened, but it's like that can't be fixed because it's in the past, and it's about you understanding you on a deeper level, because the lack of progression over the healing process is because your beliefs are that, or this is the other person, is that you could reconnect with this person and give them what they want, changing your beliefs to give them what they want so you're not alone, or this is that other person, like what they're trying to do, but it's not being done from a level of purity, meaning like the understanding, the belief system has not changed. You're just now conceding to what another person wants, and that's why it's not manifesting for yourself, because you're going the wrong way. So it's like internal healing needs to take place in this situation, because there's definitely a past life karmic relationship that ended completely, just ended. And it was because either you or this other person was just feeling stuck, like there was no ambition to achieve success. There was no like passion. There was no action being taken in the social standing of your relationship. It was like, this is as good as it gets. And this other person had desires and or this was you, and it just ended because it was not vibrating on the same frequency. So now it could be that you're just like trying to take action and go back and reconcile, but you're not progressing because this person is past that. But there's also something else you must understand, is that this person who could be from your past you were connecting with, there's a lot of gossip around them. So understand that, you know, this person might not have been saying the best things about you either when they cut you out. You don't maybe not know about this. So it's like this separation could cause a lot of, you know, the pain, the loneliness, depression, feeling not good enough, you know, not understanding what happened. Or this could be that other person, but it was lack of ambition for self. It was the daily routine kind of thing. And it was like feeling fenced in, sick and tired of it. And then it just ended because there was no progression. Now wanting this union and reconciliation, but not understanding on a deeper level that either you or this other person needs to heal their false-based beliefs when it comes to relationships, because it was more or less like you got together, there was mutual like you guys had more of a interest in things on a social level. But then when it came down to the way of living, that was what caused this to stop. But it was to teach you a lesson. So the other story that's coming through here for Sagittarius is that there is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who is feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. And this could be due to the fact that they could be suffering from some sort of loneliness and depression. But what it's showing me here with this person is that there is a connection with this person, but it's not romantic. Because this could be a friend. You could be friends with this air sign, and or this is an earth energy that you're friends with, but they're working something out for themselves, and they're gaining their ambition in order to achieve success, and they're going through some sort of healing process. But they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation in connection with yourself, but they're wanting some sort of physical union, and or this is dealing with a circumstance or situation with either a Gemini in relation to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an air sign in relation to a water sign. Because what it's showing me here is that there's a block. There's something blocking reconciliation, but the reconciliation is with this air sign, but they're facing a reconciliation with either air or water, but then they also could be focusing on reconciliation with, like this air sign is in connection with you, but it's not romantic. So this could be a friend, this could be a brother, a sister, this could be a business partner, but there's something going on with them because there was something in regards to common sense not being used. There was something in regards to good judgment. And this person is feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation because someone cut them out of their life. Especially maybe you did. Someone else cut them out. And they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. And there's like some sort of physical union, but there could have been third-party interferences, some sort of gossip, and it affected this reconciliation. And it's showing me here that if a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is involved with this air sign, there's going to be something in regards to it working out, like they're getting their wishes and desires, because there was actually a change in its social standing, especially if it was dealing with a water sign. And it's showing me here that they could feel stuck in a daily routine. But they're wanting to work their wishes and desires are to work something out with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But there was some sort of action and change in their social standing with this person. And it could have been due to the fact that there were some negative emotions attached to unfortunate events that happened between the two of them. And now they're gaining their ambition in order to achieve success. There's like business moves here, business travels, things of that nature. And it's showing me here that there could have been a situation involving a child between air and water or air and earth. And this was something that was being spiritually guided or spiritually like unfolding. But there needs to be a breakdown in our established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships. Because what it's showing me here is that there's healing through this air. There's healing with this air sign if you're in connection with this person, but there's a lack of progression and a serious setback here in relation to your energy, and something's completely ending, and there's movement here to a new home. But it's movement in regards to this air sign in relation to water or earth. So you're like a third party involvement. What it's showing me here, Sagittarius, so this is the air sign, is that this water sign in connection to air met a soulmate. There was some sort of unscrupulous situation that happened. You could be causing a lack of progression and a serious setback in this soulmate connection because there could have been a reconciliation, specifically with the sign of Gemini, that a water sign was trying to take action towards. And you could have stopped it from happening. Because there's something going on here where you could be wishing and desiring to be with this person. And this could be a friend. But this person's feeling fed, fit, and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. So they could be leaning on you, or you're their, like, this is someone you're in connection to, but not on a romantic level. But you could be trying to take action and change in your social standing towards this person. But they're asking you to use your common sense and good judgment because their wishes and desires are surrounding something that ended with a water sign or an earth sign, and it could be involving a child or something of that nature. But the divine is spiritually guiding this reconciliation here between air and water or air and earth, especially if there was a child situation involved here, because I have 3 cards that indicate that right here. But you could be causing a lack of progression and a serious setback with these people connecting, because you could have been involved with a water sign or an earth sign or both, and there could have been gossip around this person, and you were involved in the gossip and or you know about it, and it caused a unfortunate event to happen between these two, and it's like they're soulmates. They have a soulmate connection. And now the divine is guiding because there's some established beliefs, mind, thought patterns. You could be in an illusion about this person being your soulmate, and the divine is guiding you to understand that you're needing to use your common sense and good judgment, because what you're wishing or what this person is wishing is something that had already ended with a past person. But this past person, this water sign or this earth sign, could have tried to communicate with this air sign or vice versa, and you blocked communication. Let's see here. Yeah. Listen, if you're dealing with air, specifically Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could have affected, or you are part of some sort of manipulation on their spiritual journey. Because this is Hermes the communicator. This is the way in which these cards came out. So the Ten of Diamonds is first, and the Jack of Clubs here, this is Hermes the communicator. This is the spiritual journey. Then we have the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have others' wishes and desires affecting this energy. So this is indicating this person freeing themselves financially. This is a spiritual journey. This is an energy of travel, things of that nature. But there could have been something, some sort of communication that came in, and whoever this person is at a distance, but others' wishes and desires affected this communication coming in, which is what I was just indicating. You could have blocked communication from another person who is dealing with this air sign and or vice versa. And this is something this person may not know about, because who they're dealing with is somebody they're on a spiritual journey with, and they're at a distance. So if you were dealing with an air sign, they're trying to free themselves from you because others' wishes and desires are affecting their growth on this journey. But I'm picking up here that you're needing to use your common sense and good judgment if this has in fact not already happened. Because if you're under a spell of illusion that this person wants to be with you, they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, and it's not with you, but it's with their soulmate, and you could feel like they want to be with you, and they could not even be talking about this other person to you. You could just be picking up on energies that has to do with how they feel, but you're assuming it's about you. But it's also showing me here, Sagittarius, and this could be vice versa, it doesn't matter. You could have been part of a reason why a reconciliation didn't happen with this air sign, because they're dealing with someone at a distance. You could have caused a reconciliation to not come together. Yeah, and this air sign may or may not know about this. This is crazy, guys. Communication in order to resolve problems, moving to a new home, unrequited love, which we know is lack of love itself, slighted, snubbed, all of these energies here. Communication could have tried to come through, and because of jealous energies, you blocked it. Because this is indicating others' wishes and desires affecting, yeah, look, I didn't even notice this. Others' wishes and desires affecting the quadrant. The quadrant being this air sign. Your wishes and your desires affected this air sign who could be dealing with someone at a distance, because this indicates Cupid, the bringer of loving messages trying to come into communication to this person, but we're blocked. This is an illusion. This indicates delusionary communication. So if you're believing in or dealing with an air sign, their desires could be focused on a earth or water sign. And if this is a water sign that they're dealing with, they could have tried to communicate with this person, but could have contacted you in order to communicate, and you caused this block in their communication. And this air sign could be dealing with a child situation with a person at a distance, and or they're dealing with a child and they're wanting to move to a new home, and you could be using some sort of emotional manipulation or believe that you are trying to keep this person. It's almost as if you want to express yourself to this person, but there's no emotional connection here because they're connected with someone else. So you could be under a fog of illusion when it comes to this person because there is no emotional connection here. And this is indicating that if you try to communicate this to this person, they're going to not accept your love offer. Because I'm picking up that this person has, you and this person do not have a sexual, emotional connection on that level. You could just be friends. This could be, it's friends. This could be a roommate. This could be why this person wants to move to a new home. But what it's showing me here is that if you try to block communication from someone at a distance, from coming to communicate with this air sign, because you could in fact be roommates, and someone reached out to you to communicate, see? That's what happens when my energies are like connected, because this is crazy, guys. Listen, Sagittarius, because somebody could have done this to you if you have a roommate or a friend, but this is somebody that you know, and you know the connection with this other person they had, and if they tried to communicate with this person, you could have blocked it. But understand, you and this person never even as so much as held hands, the way that I put it. There's no attraction, whether it's you or this other person, in regards to being in a relationship with you. But their wishes and their desires are to reconcile with this water sign, which is showing me that the lack of progression and the setback of their reconciliation with this water sign is due to your energies. Check it. And this is indicating legal documents pertaining to a home environment situation. So if this is your roommate, understand that the feelings are not mutual when it comes to this person, because they did in fact start a romance of the soul, and they could have started the romance of the soul with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And or Sagittarius, you started a romance of the soul with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you're needing to deal with some sort of home environment situation in regards to this person in order to get to the person you started a romance of the soul with, and or there is some sort of lease agreement, paperwork, something pertaining to the home. But they started a romance of the soul, and it could be the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that's blocking this due to these legal documents, and or this is the person they started a romance of the soul with. This is where their mutual feelings lie with this person, and or this could be an energy blocking that from happening. But understand that there is definitely some sort of delusional energy here when it comes to another person, and there could have been something that was done unscrupulous here in blocking some sort of communication from an air sign, and it was, listen, that's the bringers of storm and conflict. Listen, if you in fact blocked communication or someone blocked it from you, there's a storm coming. If in fact you try to make a move on this person who's your friend, there's a storm coming. Step the bringers of storm and conflict. Listen, if you didn't do this, don't do it. Don't block this person from communicating from a distance or coming to see them. because what's hidden in the dark is coming to the light. So if you block communication from loving messages coming through, it's going to get revealed. Because what it's showing me here is this: if this is the case, you have negative emotions with unfortunate events that are going to cause a complete ending to no return, because there was a need to break down your established mind thought patterns when it came to relationships, because there's some sort of disillusion in regards to a connection with an air sign who has a connection with a water or an earth sign outside of you, but this is not a romantic partner. This is a friend. This is somebody you have not, like I said, you didn't even have sex with this person, then nothing ever happened. So it's like, it's an illusion, whether it's coming from your end or the other person's end. Fickleness, changeability, lack of focus over the truth. Being truthful, fair, and honest. There is some sort of scattered energies around the truth. It's going to be revealed. But what I was just saying is you guys have never even had sex. There's no passion. This is where your fickleness, changeability, and scattered energies lie, because you could be under a fog of illusion because you never even, this person does not come on to you at all. And if it's an air sign that you're dealing with in regards to feeling like, it's so bizarre. Okay, if you're dealing with an air sign and you feel like this, Sagittarius, this air sign is not even focusing on you, okay? Because there's lack of focus on any sort of passion with this person, because there is none. Because their passion lies in someone else, and they're feeling fed, sick, and tired of an unhealthy situation. They may not even know the truth. They might not even know why this person cut them out. And there could be a reconciliation that was on the brink, but gossip caused it not to happen, going against what their internal wishes and desires are. Now the truth is coming out. This could end a friendship. Be forewarned. Because Seth, the bringer of storms and conflict, Seth isn't to be looked at as a negative energy. Seth, the bringer of storms and conflict, Seth brings what was put out maliciously, especially when it's covering up the truth of the matter. Like, I indicated that before I started this reading. Okay, listen. These readings this month are giving me anxiety because they're all interchangeable, so to speak. Like, they all could be. But whoever's energies are connected to these cards, it's about a Sagittarius energy, and it could be air, vice versa. But if you're dealing with an air sign and you feel some sort of connection with this person, please be advised and understand, if an air energy wants an emotional, physical connection with you, you will know about it. They will play coy for a little while because they're feeling you out. But if they want a relationship with you or want to hook up or whatever, they'll be coy for a bit, but then they'll let you know. And this person is not even looking in your direction. And you could have been delaying a connection between them and a water or an earth sign, and you could have blocked communication. But Seth, the bringers of storm and conflict, Seth brings what is put out, especially if it's this type of energy. Because if we block communication from happening, because others' wishes and desires affected this, loving messages coming through, communication in order to resolve problems, moving to a new home environment, things of that nature. Because there's this Eight of Spades energy is slighting, snubbing the other person, not allowing communication to come through, further affecting this person on their journey. This is indicating that Seth, the bringers of storms and conflict, is bringing the truth. And or if this is you wanting to bring loving messages to this person, you're going to screw up a friendship. Either way, if you block communication with soulmates, or if you try to make a move on your friend who has never given you any sort of go-ahead in doing that, you're going to cause a friendship to end because it's going to be uncomfortable. Because there's a choice that needs to be made. There's going to be a separation. There's a separation. And here's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Again, listen, guys, I'm not kidding you. If this is your energy, or it's another fire signs energy that's doing this, there's going to be a separation here in regards to your friend or this person because you blocked. The truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. I can't even kid you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the sign of Gemini just fell out on top of reconciliation, the other Joker card, wishes and desires, and the Three of Clubs. The Three of Clubs is the gossip, but the Three of Clubs is also common sense and good judgment. Wishes and desires in reconciliation for a new beginning is between Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini. I'm serious. We don't have coincidences here. And if you blocked a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius from communication with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the truth is coming out about this, and there's going to be a separation in your energies because this is a karmic lesson that needs to be learned because there were three-party involvements. But this also indicates a karmic completion and then a celebration because there's a deeper lesson that needs to be learned here about relationships for certain, whether it's on the other end or your end, Sagittarius. But there's a freaking problem. I'm not kidding you. The last card out on the grid is the Six of Spades, and it's right underneath your energy. This is a complete ending to no return and a brand new beginning. Needing to break down our established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships, whether it's you or this other person. So you could be ending something completely with another person because you're going to find out about them blocking something from coming towards you. And it could be with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you're having this new beginning with because you're going to find out about the deceit. And or if this is your energy deceiving and being under an illusion of having a connection with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and blocking a soulmate reconciliation because you blocked communication because this person could be at a distance, understand that this relationship is going to come back together here because it was always meant to, because this needs to end. This needs to end. And Seth is going to bring the truth. It's going to appear to be a storm, but if you put out malicious energies, they come back to you and then it seems like a storm. And it is for a moment, but understand that it's only because the truth needed to be revealed, and now there's going to be a new beginning from that. So this is indicating taking steps forward, having your efforts rewarded. That brings you victory. But there's lack of communication due to jealous, possessive energies, and that's going to end. A death and a rebirth to jealous, possessive energies. And you could be in lack of communication with the person. Remember, I told you it's over. The person that could be trying to get back together with you, reaching out to you, making like small questions, but there's an underlying intention of meeting up with you. It's not working because you don't want to be with them. It's over. Or this is vice versa. This indicates the lack of communication. Jealous, possessive energy. That's over. There's a death and a rebirth. Brand new beginnings. But you could be carefully evaluating this before taking action, right? Evaluating before taking action towards what? Your jealous, possessive energies are going to cause you a death and a rebirth here. If you carefully evaluated before action was taken on this divine design for this new beginning, because of third-party involvement, there's loss, there's deception there. So jealous, possessive energies are causing a complete transformation because there was lack of communication. The evaluation before action was taken causes this to happen. Do you understand? Jealous, possessive energies caused a complete ending to a connection with someone who's trying to reconnect with you and it's over and you're done with this person or they're done with you, or if you're under a spell of illusion and you have jealous, possessive energy surrounding you and you evaluated before allowing another person to take action towards the person, this is indicating this was by divine design because there's a fresh new beginning here for not only yourself but the person that you could be under a fog of illusion in your connection. And this third party, lost in deception, was part of a plan. This is a planned action. This deception, you know if you did this. You could have done this because you are worried about your financial stability. So if you have a roommate or something like that, you could be deceiving them or they could be deceiving you. Why? Because they could be helping you pay the bills and stuff. And this person could have wanted to come and reconcile with this person. And your fear was, well, I need to keep this person in my home environment. I can't have them come reconcile because then they're going to move out. And that could affect my financial stability, or this could be vice versa. So you blocked a reconciliation between soulmates for selfish reasons, or they did it to you. And part of the divine design is for this wiping of the slate clean. But this deception is going to be revealed. Because this indicates not pushing things, wanting future success. So you know what you did, or they know what they did to you, okay? And it was due to financial stability. This is a rented property in order to lay foundations for future success. This is moving to a new home. Verbal communication. Between a union coming together. But there's something going on here that's affecting it in regards to financial independence. Listen, if someone did this to you or you did this to them, Sagittarius, and you blocked part of the divine design of a fresh new beginning between soulmates and or they did it to you because it was for selfish reasons, because they want to move to a new home. These two people have been coming together for a while, but financial independence could have been the factor and the reason why this has not happened yet. Seth is bringing the truth. So either you're going to find out the truth and or they're going to find out the truth. Somebody's using somebody for money. Somebody blocked communications between soulmates. Something's coming to the light. Because what's hidden in the dark is going to come to the light. But listen, the last three cards out on the grid, 10 of spades, 9 of spades, 6 of spades. Ending. The events that caused the ending. Why these events even manifested? Because you need to break down your established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships. What's going to happen when this comes to the truth comes to the light? An ending to no return, and this is moving to a new home. So if someone's using you for money, you're going to find out, and you could move to a new home based off of the fact that you know that they're doing that, because they could have like some other addiction and they're overcharging you in the home environment. If you're doing this to another person and a soulmate of this person that could reside with you, that you could have a crush on or something of that nature, vice versa, and a soulmate tried to reconnect with them, come visit them, you could have blocked the communication because it was for selfish reasons of you wanting that person to remain because of your finances, giving you money for the house, but you could be cheating them or they're cheating you, and you could have blocked the soulmate from coming to see them because you don't want them to be together because you're under some sort of spell of illusion that this person's your soulmate and they're not. I'm going to pause this because I need to do something quickly and come back with your women's angel cards. You won't even know I'm gone. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm sorry, my son was at the door. Let me just make sure that this is okay. Okay, so understand, this could be you or vice versa. Okay, so if it's resonating, the message is for you. If it's not resonating, then it's another Sagittarius' energy picking up on it. But there were two storylines coming through. So there's a past karmic partnership, and it could have just completely ended. And the reason that it completely ended was based off of there was something going on in relation to beliefs in marriage, children, things of that nature. And there was a loss of like there wasn't like any ambition in order to keep the relationship together, and it just like ended. So you could have just ended it, or they just ended it. But somebody is trying to communicate, with that person, and, or they're trying to communicate with you, and it's just like they could be messaging you like little questions that are irrelevant to like you two, but just trying to grab attention, and they could be either not responding, or you're not responding, or there's just like a little bit, here and there, but it's more on like a friend level, if anything. And if you're dealing with a situation in a home environment with a roommate or with a friend, and you guys could not, share a home together, but there's something going on with manipulation of money. There was communication for a reconciliation between soulmates that was blocked either by you or by another energy, but whatever is going on there with the deception, it's going to come to the surface. Okay, like if someone did this to you, you're going to find out about it. Like you're going to find out that this communication was blocked from you by this other person, or another person's going to find out that you blocked communication, and whatever it is, there's some sort of gossip in third parties, and it's like it's not something, it's causing a soulmate connection to be separated. So if somebody is keeping a soulmate connection separated from you and you don't know about it, you're going to know about it. And if you're doing this to someone, they're going to find out about it. Okay? So let's get some angel message cards here. Oh, Lordy. Okay, listen. Let go of the control issues and free yourself. Take back control of your life. Listen, if you are having someone controlling your connection, it's not unfolding naturally. You need to free yourself and take back control of your life over this person. If you are doing this, okay, if this is your energy that's trying to control a situation, you're needing to take back control of your own life and free yourself from the situation, because this controlling energy is in fact going to be freed from, regardless of which way the control's coming in. So allow it to unfold naturally. Take back control of your own life. So if somebody's trying to manipulate you in communication, free yourself from the situation. Don't focus your energy there. Or if you're trying to control a soulmate connection from unfolding, take back control of your own life and free yourself from the situation. But if this is in fact what happened, this is going to come to the surface. This is what this means. Because this is a controlling energy. We don't have coincidences here. Let go of the control. Take back control of your life. I mean, let's be real here. Out of all the cards that could have came out together, these two do. So there's some level of control going on in your life, whether another person's doing it to you or you're doing it to another person. But there's a need to take back control of your own life. So if there's some sort of deception, somebody's using money as a manipulation tactic in order to keep people apart, like selfishly, something of that nature. You need to take back control of your own life, because this situation needs to be freed from, okay? Listen, you need to free yourself and take back control of your life, because there's a need here for a separation. And or you need to free yourself from this controlling situation, because it's controlling your growth, because you're in separation from this person. But you could be, they could be sending those little texts, like I said. You got to get control back over your life, because this separation was for you to understand in the safety of love and learning to love yourself first. And or if you are controlling a situation, you're needing to take back control of your life, because there is in fact going to be a separation, because you could be under that fog of illusion, as I indicated, with a friend, and you need to free yourself from that, because you're controlling, the energies are controlling situations from unfolding naturally, and it's because you need to understand that it's safe for you to love, but you understand this by loving yourself first and stop focusing on false perceptions and old belief systems. Because if that's the case, this separation was caused based off of control over the old energy. You need to take back control of your life because that's what caused the separation. But if you're trying to control a situation, you need to understand that you need to be in control of your own life and stop trying to control others' connections, because it's going to cause a separation because this is your lesson. So it's like you could have went from one karmic situation into another karmic situation, but the karmic situation could be due to a friendship that you could be causing detriment to in regards to controlling it, but it's not even something that this other person knows or you could even know. It could just be, it's an illusion is what it is. It's a fog of illusion. So take back control of your life. Understand in the safety of love. Love yourself first. There's something going on here. You need to get yourself out of a home environment situation. If somebody is screwing with your soulmate connection, you need to separate yourself from that. Love yourself first. Make the decisions for you. Don't allow the other person to make decisions for you. And if you're doing this, you're needing to take back control of your life because it's going to cause a separation. Yeah. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Get your passion back. Love yourself first. Gain your passion back. There's something going on here, Sagittarius, where you're losing passion or you lost it, or you're now taking back control of your own life. Yeah, listen, there's distance here. There's distance involved. And this could be the person that you shared this passion with, but somebody could have blocked you from communicating with this person. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Listen, if this happens, you need to reach out to this other person. Because if they're at a distance, you shared passion with this person, you're in separation from them, you're needing to take back control over your life and reach out to this person in order to make the gesture, because someone stirs your romantic feelings. There's a person here at a distance that you did not ascend to higher levels of commitment with. There's some sort of situation, circumstance that ended, okay? And there's a new path right here. But there's somebody or something controlling you, and you need to free yourself from that energy. Separate yourself from it. And or this is that vice versa. If you're doing this, you need to take back control of your life because you're causing further separation between soulmates or someone who shares passion with someone at a distance. And there's a new path here for them with this person, but you could be controlling it or trying to control it. Yeah, because now because there's a need here for a heart-to-heart conversation. So you're needing to express yourself to someone at a distance, and there could be something that is controlling outside of yourself that you need to free yourself from in order to communicate with this person at a distance, and it goes the other way. You could be holding a soulmate connection apart that's from a distance. They're in separation. There was a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. They wanted to express themselves, but they're at a distance, meaning they needed to travel. You're causing further separation from that connection. It's going either way here. Any more messages for Sagittarius for the first part of November's energies, 2017? Last time. Sagittarius, first part of November. Listen, Sagittarius, we need to talk about this. I'm not kidding you because I can see things, okay? If you are doing this and you're gossiping and holding a soulmate connection apart, this is going to be found out. If someone is doing this to you, you're going to find it out. If you're doing this to another person or they're doing it to you because they're under a fog of illusion, you're just friends, that you have some sort of connection, it's going to cause a separation between the friendship. Because there's a level of control issues that is going on here where there is a need to free yourself and take back control of your life. And or this other person needs to free themselves and take back control of their life because they're keeping partners apart, or someone's keeping your partnership apart. But the person you shared passion with at a distance, they could have tried to bring in communication. Someone controlled it from happening. And or you controlled this from happening with another person. There's gossip. There's people involved in this. They blocked you having a heart-to-heart conversation, and or you blocked a heart-to-heart conversation happening. You got to pay attention to the signs. Listen, we don't have coincidences here. If you have a feeling that somebody did this to you, you would in fact be correct. And if someone has a feeling about you doing this to them, they would in fact be correct. My heart is beating fast. I'm serious. Why? There's a level of panic here. Because this is going to come out. If someone did this to you, I'm so sorry. And if you did this to someone, I'm so sorry. But what's necessary to understand is that there's a situation that has not been unfolding naturally, and now this needs to happen, regardless of what end of the spectrum you're on. Because whoever's energies I'm picking up on, it's a level of panic, because when the truth comes out, there are friendships that are no longer going to be in people's lives, and it's going to be because there was deceit, there was lies, and there was betrayal. And the person who's at a distance, whether it's your soulmate or the person you're dealing with soulmate, where there's some illusion in your connection, there is going to be it's going to be exploited, and it's going to be very disheartening to yourself or the other person, because all faith and trust in the friendship itself is going to be lost. That's why my heart's racing. Because it's like, how could you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? This person and or yourself has no idea, or you could have a intuitive feeling about it, and if you do, you would in fact be correct. But when this comes out, it's going to cause a friendship, or it's going to cause a lot of people who I already feel could have exited your life or exited this other person's life. All of those people are involved in this. Be advised. I see what I see, and that's it. It's not just you, or it's not just this other person. It's up to 3 to 4 people, whether it's on your end or this other person's end. But the person you're dealing with or they're dealing with is at a distance. It's a soulmate connection, and it's being blocked from being communicated for selfish reasons. And it's also something that is being gossiped on, and it's all being shined in a false light. And now the truth is going to come out, and there are going to be people that are going to be seeing the truth and revealing the truth. And the ones who did the deception, are going to look foolish, but as a collective, they're going to be jealous. There's a lot of jealousy, and there's a lot of jealous energies around. So I don't know where the jealousy is coming from. I just feel it. But it is for selfish reasons, and it was lies, and it was deceitful. So what is hidden in the dark must come to the light, and that's what all of my readings are coming out for this September. You're all giving me freaking anxiety now. My heart's racing. But it's like, listen, it is what it is. So take with you what you understand. If it's connecting with you, then understand me. That's what it is. Okay? So you need me, drop box below. If you'd ordered a reading with me, your link is on its way to you in the communication I had with you. If you haven't, in fact, emailed me, I'm on my way to communicate with you. I'm still working on trying to get these done because they're all, it's nuts. The energies are free flowing. So this is the energies I picked up on today. Take it with you moving forward, but understand, Sagittarius, I don't know what's going on, but tell me all about it. All right? I love you. Bye.